So you got to put a baby gate on the top of your stairs, and you don't want to mess up your woodwork by putting in screw holes, and you have a round post that's very similar to this, and you want a baby gate that's nice and strong and looks good, just like this, but you're feeling overwhelmed, right? With all the different choices of baby gates on the market and what's going to be the best for your scenario? Well, hello there. I'm George, and I do baby gates. Lots of baby gates. I'm a carpenter by trade, and years ago, I niched down and I started a business doing nothing but baby gates. And I've done thousands so far. So right now, I'm going to share with you the hard to find parts that I use every day to install a baby gate on a staircase like this. You're going to do it with no damage, and I'm going to tell you which gate is the best to use. And then I'm going to throw in a few pro tips. And this is going to save you some frustration and definitely some time when you go to install your baby gate. Here are the 3 most popular style baby gates. First is a metal swing gate, and they are a very secure gate, but just inconvenient in a tight area like this. But no matter how you install it, it would block the door to the left here, or it would block the hallway to the right. You have to consider this when you're installing a baby gate in a tight spot like this. That said, in some scenarios, a metal gate are ideal. Like, look at this spiral staircase. They look great here, and you have plenty of room. But they're just not as popular as they used to be, and nowhere near as popular as the mesh retractable gates we're going to go over in a second. The second option, and I can't believe how popular these gates are, it's a pressure gate. And I can't say this loud enough. There is no scenario where a pressure gate belongs on stairs. Not the top of the staircase or even the bottom of the staircase. And I hear parents reasoning this out, saying things like, well, it's only temporary on the top of the stairs. We won't need it that long. Very wrong. You will be living with this baby gate for years. Even after your little one can maneuver the stairs by themselves, you're still going to want it up at bedtime. When your child comes wandering down the hall looking for mommy and daddy in the middle of the night, you're going to be happy that gate is still up. And of course, if little brothers and sisters come along, this gate may be up for 5 years. It could be up for 10 years. So it's a long-term commitment. You have to get a quality gate, and pressure gates aren't it. And if you think, well, I don't want to cause damage, that's the biggest misconception. I'm not kidding. You have to tighten these gates against the wall so tight to keep them from sliding that the drywall never stands a chance. Then they include adhesive pads so they don't slip, which ruins the paint, and some even suggest adding a screw just to be safe. And that's ridiculous because that's what they advertise to avoid. Ridiculous. That's what we're trying to avoid, damage-free. So what you end up with, it's an inferior product that causes more damage. And let me mention this too, every single pressure gate has a tripping bar right at the bottom. Who in their right mind puts a tripping hazard on their stairs when you're walking by carrying a baby multiple times a day? This is nonsense. Don't use a pressure gate near your stairs, ever. And the third option brings us to the mesh retractable gate, which is the gate I'm going to recommend for a tight spot like this. And this is hands down my most popular style gate. I've included the links in the show notes to my favorite baby gate manufacturers, and of course, all the parts that we're going over right now. Now, I do hear concerns from parents that retractable gates aren't secure and they're difficult to use. And all I can say is either they bought a cheap gate or it was installed incorrectly, but I can honestly say my customers do love their retractable gates. They are completely out of the way when they're not in use, and they are very strong. Don't let people tell you that they're not strong. Look at me pushing on this gate. They're strong. I put my weight behind them, and if you install them properly with the parts I'm suggesting today, you're not going to have a problem. And they look pretty good too. So when you consider you might be living with this gate for years, this is the way to go in my opinion. And like I said, my customers love these gates. I've done thousands. But whether you go with the retractable gate, like I suggest, or a metal gate, here's what you're going to need to attach your new baby gate to a round post just like this. All baby gates must be secured in 4 locations. In today's staircase, we have the wall on the left side here, so we're lucky enough we get to attach right to this casing, which makes it a no-brainer for the left side. But the right side, attaching to this post, that's where it gets tricky. And what we're going to use to get around that are pressure clamps. Now, these are ingenious little products when it comes to installing baby gates. So for a retractable gate, we have it attached in 2 spots, top and bottom. And for the top one, we're going to use this round one, goes on securely. And then for the bottom, we're going to have this square one. And you're going to be able to attach your gate to your post with no damage. And then if you decide to go with a metal gate, if you have the space for it, you're going to need 2 of these round ones so you could attach this locking mechanism on the right-hand side here. And these really work great, but they're not flawless. There are a couple things that you're going to need to do ahead of time, and this is going to save you some time and frustration. First thing you're going to want to do, as soon as you get your clamps, is paint them. You want them nice and dry days ahead of time, and you don't want to try to paint them after you install the gate. Not a good idea. It will come out messy. Paint them a few days ahead of time. Second, when your clamps arrive, hold them up next to the post. Make sure that the bolts they come with are the correct length. They have to be the correct size at the time of installation. You can't swap them out afterwards if they're too long. I know, I tried. It doesn't work. You have to completely reinstall the gates. And if your bolt is too short, well, that sucks to be you, and you're not going anywhere quick. So double check the bolt size before you start. You don't want to end up having to run out to the hardware store halfway through the install. If you're not sure, or if it's really close, well, just grab a bolt that's a 1/2 inch longer or a 1/2 inch shorter, or both, so you have them on hand when you go to install the gate. Okay, those are all the parts that you're going to need to get you started installing a baby gate on a set of stairs like this. And I hope that helped. And if it did, give me a like. Let me know I did a good job. If you need more help, the next video is a deep dive in installing this gate, and I go through the troubleshooting areas and I do the full installation. And then check out my other videos. I go over trying to get around the base moldings and what to do if you're trying to find a stud, how to find the stud, or maybe you don't even want to try to find the stud. I help you with all that too. Check them out. See ya.